Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee, aka The Messy Perfectionist, and on this channel I am sharing my love for all things DIY artsy crafty. In this video I'm sharing with you how I completed this picture with that cloud background using stamp inks in the balloon page of Johanna Basford's book World of Wonders. So I just wanted to include kind of the little bit that I did before I got started on the background. I decided to go ahead and burnish a little bit here. It didn't make a ton of difference and I could have just left it as is, but just wanted to go in there and burnish a little bit. You can kind of see the difference here, especially in the orange. And as you can kind of tell, I had already went in with like a gold gel pen. So these are my stencils that I made with my Cricut for using with stampable inks to create various backgrounds. Here I'm starting with the cantaloupe color to kind of lay down a little bit of a base and give that background behind that balloon a kind of glowing effect. And you will see later I go back in with that a few more times to add a little bit more dimension to the other colors that I used in this project. Now I'm also using my stencil, there's like that large circle end on it to kind of block the areas that I don't want the stamp ink to go over. So covering that balloon. And here I don't care too much if some of that stamp ink gets on there. I don't think it made a difference because it was so well layered and then burnished. Just kind of wanted to show you how much ink I'm putting on the brush. Going in here with that light pink now. And I just put a piece of paper there between the next page and that to kind of go over, and so the ink doesn't go onto the rest of my coloring pages. And this is just kind of how you create this little effect. You can see as I move through, I will kind of rotate the stencil, matching some spots up with other, half circles. Is it perfect? No. I do not have this down to a science by any means. And truth be told, if I was going to do it again, I would not have used the big circle area as much as I did. But considering this is only like my second time doing this, I don't think it came out bad. Here's an example of where I started to go back in a little bit more with that cantaloupe color. I wanted to kind of spread that out a little bit more into those pink clouds. Now I'm going in with the darker pink for kind of the middle section. And this process took a while. That's why it's sped up so much. I just figured you guys did not want to watch over, like a full hour of me doing this. You can kind of get the idea and the feel from just seeing it sped up and the process and how it works. There are many other YouTubers out there that use this ink more regularly, I think. So I'm sure you can find lots out there. But I just wanted to share with you my learning experience with this. Now I'm going in with the last color, which is that purple. It's like a lavender color. I imagine the more that you use this technique, the easier it gets, and the quicker you get with it. I felt like I was very slow because I felt like I kept messing up. I just felt like I kept messing up. I think we're all super critical of ourselves, and sometimes we just need to let it go and go with the flow, and how it's going to be is how it's going to be. That's how we learn. The great thing with using this technique in your coloring books for backgrounds is that you're not wasting a third or a half of your colored pencil, say, to color and fill in a background and spend another 5 hours doing that. In comparison, this is very quick. You use very, very little ink, and I think it's perfect for a picture like this with a balloon going up into the clouds in the sky. Here I'm just trying to get to that very last part of the bottom of the page, finishing up with that purple. I actually really enjoy this process. As you guys know, I'm so excited to be sharing all of this with you guys and this learning journey together, and what a wonderful community, a community that I've come across. It's just really beautiful. So thank you all for your kind words and support. I really appreciate all of you. And again, here I am to kind of blend that gradient so there's not a harsh line between, say, that pink and the purple. I am just going back in there with the colors, putting a little bit of the purple, putting a little bit more of that cantaloupe to kind of make it look more cohesive, and maybe not draw the eye to so many of those boo-boos that I see so much of. Like I said, I would not do the big circle part of the stencil again. I feel like I'll reserve that next time for either a sun or a moon or a planet, something like that, and just use my other smaller stencils and the ends that create more of those smaller wispy fluffy clouds. Now I'm just going in with my gold paint marker, and I'm going to go ahead and color in these little stars in a gold. This is the same thing I used for the outline of the gold on the balloon. that you can see there on the strings and such. And I went ahead and just outlined each of my stars first with this paint marker because it is a paint marker and it's not a gel pen, though I suppose with a gel pen they can kind of stay wet and smear as well. But I do the outline, let that dry, go back in, you know, put it another line in there if it needs it again, if you can still see a lot of black and you can kind of see the shimmer there, and then I will fill in the rest. I also went in with my white gel pen and just kind of added a few little details, just a couple little dots, give a little bit more details to the balloon. I thought it just made it pop a little bit more, stand out a little bit more, look prettier. Wanted to kind of make those look like windows, so kind of like a reflection on those little portholes. Do not be afraid to flip your books around to get a better angle for your hand, for your eyes. I turn my books a lot. You can see there how well those stars are filled in. And that was it. Here is the completed picture. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do, please take a moment to give me a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more messy perfectionist DIY artsy crafty stuff. Talk to you soon. Bye.